Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Wonderful afternoon to all those who have joined this virtual platform. I'm Sri Lakshmi, Assistant Professor of Geography at Nirmala College for Women. I'm extremely happy to share my little knowledge about the emerging field of spatial science with you this afternoon. Okay. So my topic for the day is geography as a spatial science. I know for most of you, the subject geography in your school will be either boring or difficult. Most of you won't even dream of studying this subject in future, even in your wildest dream. Today we will see the unseen side of this marvelous discipline. To start with, let us see what is meant by science. So science in the simplest form is defined as the observation, identification, description, experimental investigation, and theoretical explanation of natural phenomena. Or in other words, science deals with three questions of any phenomena: what, how, and why. Geography adds the fourth dimension to this problem, that is, where. So, geography is a study of the places and the relationship between the people and their environments. Geographers explore both the physical properties of Earth's surface and the human society spread across it. So, geography is described as spatial science because it focuses on where things are and why they occur. Geographers seek to answer all or more than one of four basic questions when studying our environment. These relate to location, place, spatial pattern, and spatial interaction. Geographers are especially interested in the arrangement of patterns of Earth phenomena. Geographers are interested in how elements of Earth system interact with one another to create geographic patterns. So geography considers the Earth surface as a space, and everything that is present over the Earth surface is a subject matter of geography. I repeat, everything that is present over the Earth surface is a subject matter of geography. Geography is concerned with spatial distribution and differentiation of all the features over the Earth surface. That is, for example, why it is hot here, but why not hot in some other area? Why Kerala receives rainfall in June and at the same time Tamil Nadu remains hot? Why kangaroos occur only in Australia but not in any other part of the world? Why South Indians eat rice as their staple food and why North Indians are having wheat as their staple food? Why do Chinese people have very small eyes compared to others? Why the people of Africa are darker in complexion? Why the Europeans are taller than the other people? Why coniferous trees are seen only in the cold weather region? And actually the list of questions are very long. So geography helps to find out answer for all these questions. Since geography studies about all these features, all the features over the space of the earth, it's rightly called as spatial science. So geography includes the study about various realms of earth. So basically we identify four realms. The lithosphere, which includes the land surface, the hydrosphere that includes the water features, the atmosphere that includes the gases that surround the earth, and the biosphere that encompasses all life forms present in all these realms. So all the branches of geography concentrate on either any of these realms. Geography has branches that studies different realms of earth, both physical and the cultural aspects. Broadly, we can classify the sub-branches of geography into physical geography and human geography. All the natural aspects that is present over the earth's surface are studied under physical geography, and all the human-related or man-related or man-created or anthropocentric activities are studied under human geography. We will see some of the major branches of geography. One such branch is called as geomorphology. This is a study of landforms, their process, form, and sediments at the surface of the earth. Study includes looking at landscapes to work out how the earth's surface processes, such as air, water, and ice, can mold the landscape. Climatology is the study of atmosphere and weather pattern over time. This field of science focuses on recording and analyzing weather patterns throughout the world and understanding the atmospheric circulation that cause them. Then comes oceanography, which is the study of the physical, chemical, and biological features of the ocean, including the ocean's ancient history, its current condition, and its future. Oceanography is not just about study and research. It is also about using this information to help leaders make smart choice about policies that affect ocean health. Then comes hydrology. This is a study of the distribution and movement of water both on and below the Earth's surface, as well as the impact of human activity on water availability and conditions. The field of hydrology consists not only of studying the natural distribution and movement of Earth, it is also concerned with the impact of human activities on water quality and with problems in water management. The next branch is pedology, which is related with soil. Pedology is the study of soils as naturally occurring phenomena, taking into account their composition, distribution, process of formation. It focuses on understanding and characterizing soil formation, evolution, and the theoretical frameworks for modeling soil bodies, often in the context of the natural environment. Another field of geography is called as biogeography. This is a study of the distribution of species and ecosystems in geographic space and with geologic time. Biogeography is an integrative field of inquiry that unites concepts and information from ecology, evolutionary biology, taxonomy, geology, physical geography, paleontology, and climatology. If you love animals, then this is for you, zoography. Zoography is a branch of biogeography concerned with the geographic distribution of animals and especially the determination of the areas characterized by specific group of animals and the study of the causes and significance of such groups. If your interest is about plants, this is the option for you, phytogeography, which is a study of the distribution of plants or taxonomy groups of plants, and its focus is to explain the ranges of plants in terms of their origin, dispersal, and evolution. Here comes another very important branch of geography, which is called as the environmental geography, which is very relevant in the current scenario. This is the branch of geography that describes the spatial aspects of interactions between humans and the natural world. Now, whatever we have discussed so far belongs to the physical geography or the part of physical geography. Now, we will see what are the different branches of human geography. To start with, first comes the economic geography, which is also called as commercial geography or resource geography. This is a study of the spatial variation of human activities or human economic activities, which includes production, consumption, exchange, with emphasis on resource endowments, international trade and commerce, population growth, settlements, development, interaction and interdependencies, and regional supply and demand. If your interest is in the field of agriculture, this is the option for you, agricultural geography, which is defined as a study of geographical and locational attributes, patterns, and processes of crop and animal farming, and related subjects such as farmland, farm-associated human geographers, environmental issues, and theoretical works on the location of agricultural activities. If anybody is interested in the field of social science, this is the suitable branch for you, which is called as a social geography. This is the branch of human geography that is interested in the relationships between society and space and is most closely related to social theory in general and sociology in particular, dealing with the relation of social phenomena and its spatial components. Here comes cultural geography, which considers cultures and societies as developing out of their local landscapes, but also shaping those landscapes. This interaction between the natural landscape and humans create the cultural landscape. Another branch is called as political geography, which is considered the study of both the spatially uneven outcomes of political processes and the ways in which the political processes are themselves affected by the spatial structure. Another branch is called as population geography or simply demography. Population geography relates spatial variation in the distribution, composition, migration, and growth of populations to the terrain. Population geography involves demography in a geographical perspective, and in the current scenario of the skyrocketing trend of the world population, this branch of geography is, uh, is studied throughout the world in a very important way. Then comes settlement geography, which is a branch of human geography that investigates the Earth's surface part settled by human beings. That is where the human beings are settled. So this actually has two branches, the urban geography and the rural geography. Urban geography is the discipline of geography that derives from a study of cities and the urban process. Urban geographers examine various aspects of urban life and the built environment. Then comes rural geography. Rural geography is an introduction to contemporary rural societies and economies in the developed world. It examines the social and economic processes at work in the contemporary countryside, that means the rural side, including the more traditional agriculture, land use, rural population, as well as the wider themes like the rural health, crime, exclusion, commodification, migration, and the alternative lifestyles which are followed in any rural area. Another branch of geography is called as transport geography, also called as transportation geography. This is a subdiscipline of geography which is concerned with about the mobility of the people. You all know that mobility or transportation is an important part of our life. We understood the importance of mobility when we were stuck up in our houses during the lockdown. So this studies about the mobility of the people as well as freight. Freight means the goods and information and its spatial organization. It includes attributes and constraints related to the origin, destination, extent, nature, and purpose of mobility. This will be a very interesting field to most of you. It is called as geography of tourism or tourism geography. Tourism geography is a study of travel and tourism. I think all of us like to travel and all of us like to explore the world. So if you're interested in that, then this is the branch for you. As an industry and as a social and cultural activity, tourism or travel is an important part of our life. It deals with the study of travel and its impact on places. Geography is fundamental to the study of tourism because tourism is geographical in nature. Then comes industrial geography, which has traditionally been defined as a study of the spaces, places, and geographical circulation of industry. It deals with the spatial arrangement of industrial activities. Excuse me. Medical geography or health geography attempts to prove the environmental effects on health of mankind. It unfolds the local or regional variations of environmental conditions. It is a study of aerial or spatial pattern of diseases. In the current world where new diseases are emerging daily, this branch of geography is attaining utmost significance, especially in all the developed nations. Then comes another branch of geography, which is called as a mathematical geography, which is a branch of geography that deals with the figure and the motions of the earth, its seasons, its tides, its measurements, and its representation on maps and charts by various methods of projection. It is a study of interactions of geography and mathematics, such as the earth's size and shape, time zone, and its motions. Another advanced field of geography is called as geophysics, which is a study of the physics of the earth and its environment in space. Subdisciplines of geophysics include seismology, which is a study of the seismic waves, geomagnetism, which is a study of the magnetic field of the earth. I hope all of you know that earth has got its own magnetic field, which keeps changing from time to time. And geodesy, which is a study of the gravitational field and shape of the earth's surface. Another branch of geography is called as regional geography. So regional geography focuses on the interaction of different cultural and natural factors in a specific land or landscape. The world can be divided into different regions based on either human aspects or physical characteristics. A region is a basic unit of study in geography, a unit of space characterized by features such as common government, language, political situation, landform, water bodies, or anything which is common. Regions are traditionally been defined by internal characteristics that provide a sense of place. Their boundaries vary with the type of region, whether it is formal, functional, or vernacular. Each type has its own meaning and defined purpose. For example, you can, under the concept of regional geography, you can study subjects like geography of Asia, geography of India, geography of the North America, like any region of the world. Then comes the most advanced or the most technical part of the subject, which is called as a geospatial technology. So geospatial technology is an emerging field of study that includes the geographic information system, shortly called as GIS, remote sensing, and GNSS, which means Global Navigational Satellite System, which was earlier called as GPS. Geospatial technology enables us to acquire data that is reference to the Earth and use it for analysis, modeling, simulation, and visualization. So before geospatial technology, what was in practice was called as cartography. Cartography is still practiced, but in a very advanced way. So cartography is called as the art or science of map making. So this is the study and practice of making maps. Rather than merely drawing maps, the cartographic process is concerned with data manipulation, data capture, image processing, and visual display. Map making involves the application of both scientific and artistic elements, combining graphic talents and specialized knowledge of compilation and design principles with available techniques for product generation. Maps function as visualization tools for spatial data. This is another interesting field of geography, which is called as remote sensing. This is the process of detecting and monitoring the physical characteristics of an area by measuring its reflected and emitted radiation from a distance. Or in simple words, if you are collecting information about any object without being in physical contact with that object, you call that process as remote sensing. It is done with the help of either satellites, airplanes, or now increasingly with the help of drones. Then comes GIS, which is called as Geographical Information System. A GIS is a system that creates, manages, analyzes, and maps all types of data. I say all types of data. GIS connects data to a map, integrating location data with all types of its descriptive information. This provides a foundation for mapping and analysis that is used in science and almost every industry. GIS helps users understand patterns, relationships, and geographic context. Another field of geospatial technology is called as the GNSS, which is Global Navigational Satellite System. GNSS is a newer terminology. Older, this was called as GPS. So Global Navigation Satellite System is a general term describing any satellite constellation that provides positioning, accurate positioning, navigation, and timing services on a global or regional basis. While GPS is the most prevalent GNSS, which is fielded by USA, other nations are also fielding or they've fielded their own systems for accurate location, like Galileo, which is by European Union. Then Russia has its GLONASS system. China has developed Beidou system. Japan has developed quasi-Zenith satellite system. India also has developed our own satellite system, which is called as IRNSS, Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. I hope most of you might have used this GPS in our daily life. Like we'll be using it while ordering food in Swiggy, or if you are booking any taxi through Ola or something, we make use of this. Okay, so our location is being tracked continuously, and that tracking is done with the help of satellites, and all those things are studied under this particular thing called as GNSS. And actually, the list does not end here. And there are some more sister disciplines which are closely related with the field of geography, like geology, paleontology, anthropology, sedimentology, glaciology, seismology, petrology, and the list continues. What we have discussed so far is just few drops of mighty ocean called geography. This is the only discipline that studies about our home Earth, we the human beings, and the interaction between us and our Mother Earth. So, if you like to explore this beautiful world, I invite all the inquisitive minds to come and join this ocean for exploration. Your limits are beyond this universe. Thank you for listening. If you have any queries, I'm happy to answer. I think I have a question. Please explain how can we display a three-dimensional Earth on a 2D surface? That's a very nice question. Turn off your audio, please. Somebody has turned on the audio. Please mute your audio. Okay. Actually, as you all know, Earth is a very three-dimensional feature, whereas we can draw Earth only on a flat two-dimensional feature like this. So it's a very complex problem, and geographers from the very beginning were finding it difficult to represent this. So they invented a technology, or they use a technique which is called as projection. So whatever we are representing on 3D Earth surface is projected onto a flat surface like a paper or a cloth or a wall using certain mathematical calculations or with the help of light, and we can draw that. Such a technique is called as map projection. Okay, if you're interested in more about projection, you can just Google it and see, because this itself is a very vast concept. So simply what we do is that we either convert those three-dimensional features onto a flat surface with the help of either mathematical calculations or with the help of light. Okay, I'll just give you an example. Imagine you are having a globe which is transparent, and you are putting a light or bulb into the globe, and imagine you are tearing it open on one side. And if you are opening all the lines that are present over the globe will be projected onto a surface like a paper or a cloth or a wall, then in that case it will be converted. So there are certain methodologies for that, and that technique is called as map projection. I hope I have answered your question, Sumant. Then Nitya has asked, what is the full form of GPS? GPS stands for Global Positioning System. Actually, this was started by US Department of Defense. So that means in USA, they wanted to track the movement of their military force. So for this, they started this tracking device, which is called as GPS. So earlier, they used this only for the defense purpose. And now they have started using this for all the civilian purpose. That means for all the purpose that we are humans, like normal people like we are involved. That is called as GPS. So the instrument that is devised, or the technique that is devised by USA, is called as GPS, and the technology, or throughout the world, it is derived by different countries, and collectively it is called as GNSS. Is it clear, Nitya? And GSI you have asked. Actually, I have not mentioned about GSI, but GSI stands for Geological Survey of India. How they're calculating GMT time? Okay, I hope you know that the time is calculated based on the longitudes. So you know that on Earth's surface we have two sets of imaginary lines, the parallels of latitudes and meridians of longitudes. Okay, longitudes are the imaginary lines that run in a north-south direction. So based on GMT, we calculate Greenwich Mean Time. GMT stands for Greenwich Mean Time. So we have numbered the meridians from 0 to 180 on both the sides of the Earth. That means we have 0 to 180 degree on east and 0 to 180 degree on west. That 0 degree is called as a prime meridian, and prime meridian is used as the base for time calculation. And this prime meridian exactly passes through a place in London which is called as Greenwich, where we have the Royal Observatory. So from there we start calculating the time. For example, if it is 12 midnight in Greenwich or in London, then the places which are located to the east of that will be gaining time, and the places which are located to the west of that time will be losing time. For example, if it is 12 midnight at GMT, and if it is if the date is today's date 7 February, the western side of that means on 178 degree west longitude, it will be previous day's date. Okay, so the time calculation is based on Greenwich meridian or the prime meridian. I hope it's clear to you, Kishore. Any more questions?
Students, you can put your questions in the chat box if anything is there. Okay, thank you, Dr. Sri Lakshmi.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for listening, students.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now,
Thank you, ma'am.
the event.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
The next event is the map quiz. Now the link will be put on the chat box, so you can start doing your work. So you have 10 minutes time. Thank you, students. Now we'll move on to the last and the sixth session. Now I invite Mrs. Nitya N, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, to give a talk on the topic Intervention of Artificial Intelligence in New Era. Nitya ma'am, over to you.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Now we are going to see about an interesting topic called artificial intelligence. Can everyone able to see my screen, students?
Yes, ma'am.
That's really good. Now, let us start with the topic called artificial intelligence. So this artificial intelligence is giving us its intervention in the current era. First of all, what is artificial intelligence? It is an interesting topic. That is, artificial intelligence is the ability of a computer or a robot controlled by a computer to do tasks that are usually done by humans because they require human intelligence and discernment. Who invented this interesting topic called artificial intelligence? Here comes our pioneer and inventor, the scientist of America, John McCarthy, who is called as a father of artificial intelligence. He was born in America in 1927, and he is the man who invented the interesting topic, artificial intelligence. Now let us see what is artificial intelligence first of all. Artificial intelligence is nothing but it is an huge umbrella which carries a concept called machine learning, deep learning inside it. What is machine learning? Machine learning is which employs algorithms that learn from data to make predictions or decisions and whose performance improves when exposed to more data over time. Then what is deep learning? Deep learning uses many layered neural networks to build algorithms that find the best way to perform tasks on their own based on vast sets of data. What are all the types involved in this artificial intelligence? We have three types: artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, artificial super intelligence. In this ANI, the stage 1 machine learning is which specializes in one area and solves one problem. In stage 2 of AGI, the machine intelligence, it refers to a computer that is as smart as a human across the board. In stage 3, the concept of machine consciousness It is an intellect that is much smarter than the best human brains in practically every field. So why do we need this artificial intelligence? Because this artificial intelligence concept is making the efforts of human very, very easy. It enhances the speed, precision, and effectiveness of each and every human. That is why we need artificial intelligence in field. So how does artificial intelligence has been applied in our day-to-day life? We have so much of application in artificial intelligence in the current era. One famous example is our digital smart assistants such as Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistants. Hope you could have all heard about Alexa and had fun with Alexa. When you talk to Alexa, it will reply back. And when even if you ask Alexa how to cook brownie, it will give you a yummy recipe and it will reply back to you. So this digital smart assistants are powered using AI and are able to take in your voice commands and translate them into actions, such as adding items to your shopping list, or whether if you want to call a friend, AI will be helping you. So this AI technology enables the human capabilities, that is understanding, reasoning, planning, communication, and perceptions. So it is to be undertaken by software increasingly effectively, efficiently, and at low cost. So that is why AI is really important. Now, here are few applications of AI, that is our Google Maps, Uber, 3D photos, Facebook, YouTube, etc. Now let us see one by one. What are all the applications of artificial intelligence in our day-to-day life? One is our navigation maps. You could have all seen this Google Maps in your Android mobiles, right? So this Google Maps uses artificial intelligence to analyze the speed of movement of traffic. It takes in user-reported incidents such as traffic accidents or road. And also, it uses that information to suggest the fastest route to reach the destination. So if you want to take a drive to a new destination, you need not worry about the route. You can click your Google map and you can select your current location and you can select the destination. It will efficiently give a simple and fastest route to reach the destination. Next is your 3D photography. So what is a 3D photography? It is actually one impressive way to capture and display the photos. So how it is different from the normal photography? Actually, the 3D photography applications will be adding depth to our photos and it will turn the images into a lifelike 3D images. That is, it will give you a feel that you are seeing that image for real. How interesting it will be, right? Next is your rideshare apps. It is very well known, all are rideshare apps. For example, Ola, Uber, everything. So how these rideshare apps are determining the price of the ride and the wait time once if we call for a taxi? The answer is, here come our machine learning. That is the another example of our artificial intelligence. So with the help of the programming made using artificial intelligence, the applications are calculating the wait time and the route, the kilometers, that is the distance, and it is fixing the price for our drive. Next is your facial recognition. What is a facial recognition application will do? Our WhatsApp and Facebook will be utilizing the artificial intelligence for all the days throughout, and it actually recognizes the faces using its own facial recognition technology. So how similarly Snapchat is also using AI to recognize the user's faces and apply face filters to users' photos. In Facebook also, even the facial recognition app is used to identify the faces in photos and invite users to tag themselves or their Facebook friends. In Facebook, you need not go and type the name of your Facebook friend. Even the Facebook will be recognizing your picture and it will automatically connect with that particular person's ID in Facebook so that you can tag with them easily. So this is how the facial recognition application is applied. So now our famous assistant, that is our Alexa. So Alexa So it'll also not even, it'll be giving you a beautiful recipes. It nowadays, I can able to see few students are getting the help of Alexa to solve the tough mathematical calculations even. So in that scenarios, it is actually taking the voice commands and translates them into actions. So you can able to find the answers easily. Next interesting application is mobile internet banking. So what is the mobile internet banking application? So in this, it is majorly, it covers all the banking activities. So hence it is called online banking. So these applications are able to recognize and read your handwriting to translate that to a digital check even. So the artificial intelligence here is also used to determine which transaction are fraudulent. So once you register your signature digitally, no one can cheat the bank by putting your own signature. Next comes our autonomous vehicles, that is automatic vehicles. So this automatic vehicles are self-driving and parking cars, which is also known as autonomous vehicles, and it uses the machine learning to recognize the space around a vehicle in order to drive a passenger without them ever having to take control of the vehicle. So once you sit inside the vehicle in automatic cars, if you give the destination alone, even through voice recognition, you can give the command to the vehicle. It will automatically recognizes the space around your own vehicle, and it will take you for a safe drive without hitting anywhere, without having the help of a driver. So you need not to appoint a driver. You can drive happily, safely, and enjoy the drive till your destination with the help of the automatic vehicles. For example, Tesla, the company Toyota, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, and Volvo, they're all having and they have all released their own automatic vehicles in the market. Here is also our artificial intelligence is the one and only application which helps to run these automatic vehicles. Next comes our interesting part for household items. So have you all seen the automatic cleaning machine called Roomba? So Roomba vacuum cleaner. It also uses the artificial intelligence to scan the size of the room it is in, and it identify the obstacles and determine the most efficient route to sweep the space. So that it is helping our mom in day-to-day life to implement the task very easily. Next comes our interesting part of artificial intelligence, that is one and only human-like robot called Sophia. Scientists have introduced a human-like robot called Sophia. Yes, the robot is even named like we humans, and its name is, this is the first human-like robot, and this is named as Sophia. So Hanson Robotics. Actually, this Sophia belongs to Hanson Robotics company, and it is the most advanced human-like robot. It is simultaneously a human-crafted science fiction character, which will depict the future of all the artificial intelligence and robots, and it acts as a platform for the advanced robotic concepts, technologies, and AI research tools as well. So she is the world's first robot citizen and the first robot innovation ambassador for the United Nations Development Program. Sophia now is also doing household things, and it is being used as an anchor in the Tonight Show and Good Morning Britain. So now the first robot citizen called Sophia, it has been created by David Hanson, where Sophia is a human-crafted science fiction character depicting where AI and robotics are heading. It is programmed using C++, Python, and Scheme. So Sophia uses a neural network which is not really programmed, but it is actually trained using deep learning techniques. So Sophia is the first world's robot citizen, and now Sophia is in Kolkata, the city of joy. It has reached Kolkata after touring 65 countries, and even Sophia can speak 9 Indian languages. Actually, we are all fascinated by Sophia, a social humanoid robot which is capable of imitating human gestures and facial expressions too. Now, the most interesting part of the session is our application of this, a small sample for you all to understand what is artificial intelligence in an easy way. So we have a effective web-based tool called Teachable Machine, a tool which is used to create machine learning models fast, easy, and accessible to everyone. Now, let us see how this web-based tool is working. See, this is the window of a web-based tool, which is called Teachable Machine. Students, can you able to see my video, the presentation?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
See, this is the web-based tool, Teachable Machine. In this web-based tool, when you go and type Teachable Machine in Google, you will be getting this window. Here, you have options. New project, open project from Drive, save project. So here, let us go with the new project. When you click new project, you will be having two project types called image project, audio project, and post project. Now let us see. For example, let us see image project. So here you have two types, standard model and embedded model. Let us select standard image model. You'll be having the options here. These options are nothing but now we are going to create a sample for our models. We are going to create samples. How we are going to create samples? Actually, we are going to create sample for the mask reduction technology. You have to give the sample name, then you click your webcam. Now you can able to see your own image. Here you have the button called record for 2 seconds. Even when you go into the settings of this, you can have other option also, hold to record. Now I have made this as off. When you give this as on, you need not allow the machine to record by clicking this button. You can even hold this button unless until if you feel that enough samples have been collected, or if you want to restrict with the time limit, you can click this button. Students, listen carefully. Now you have to click this record 2 seconds button, and you can even shake here and there so that it can collect samples in all possible ways. Now it has collected 43 images for the first sample called mask. Now move on to our next sample. Sorry, this we have it as no mask. This sample, let us have it as no mask. And now let us create for mask. Now let me wear the mask. Now you can click this record button and you can move your body to have enough samples. See, here it has collected 43 image samples. So here also 43 image and here also 43 image samples. Now let us move on to the next phase. Now we are going to train our model. In the first phase, we have created samples for our model, and now we are going to train our model with the samples created. Now you have to click this button called train model. It is training actually. See, it has finished training, and now you can able to see our final project. See, here you have two options in the output, no mask and mask. Now, in this camera, I am not wearing any mask. So this no mask option is enabled. Now, see, if I wear this mask, you can able to see this mask option is enabled. Could you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if I again remove the mask, the no mask will be enabled. Now, again, if I wear the mask option will be enabled. Is it not interesting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So
Yes,
this,
ma'am. Ma'am, it
actually,
is.
this is one simple example for our artificial intelligence. So likewise, you can try at home. You have to type teachable machine in the Google, and you have to try with your own samples and with your own project models, so that you can understand how this artificial intelligence concept is working by sensing the images even.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, what if in the no mask option you wear mask and in mask you wear not?
That is simply a name, my child. Actually, even that is the name for our own convenience we are giving. So, but the main actually will capture the image. It will go according to the image. It will not go according to the title.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any more doubts in this? Okay.
Ma'am, can we upload the picture also?
Yes, dear, you can try. So for due to time constraints, we can't try with any more samples. You can try at home very well with your own samples.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
will be finding
Okay,
it
ma'am.
interesting. Any more doubts, children? Okay. Let me leave this teachable machine window. Is there any doubts regarding artificial intelligence?
No, ma'am.
I'll be really happy to answer.
Ma'am, does robots have, like Sophia, have human-like emotions?
Yeah, yes, dear. It will be having human-like emotions also. Actually, that is the concept behind that is deep learning. It will be having emotions.
Ma'am, how is it possible?
It is a
I
trained
mean, what
emotions.
processes
All
are used?
Yeah.
What processes are used or codes are used for it?
Python.
Okay, ma'am.
Even C++ is also used nowadays. Anything else, children?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, thank you, ma'am. Nitya, ma'am. Now, the next event is Iconica. Now, the link will be shared in the chat box. You can do it.
Have you completed your quiz? Students, have you completed the quiz that was given to you?
Yes,
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 ma'am.
ma'am. Completed.
All right. Okay. I think it's a time limit for your response. So how was the day today? Could anyone tell me?
Ma'am, it is very nice.
Ma'am, it was interesting and very nice.
Yes, ma'am. It was
Very
interesting and
Uh,
knowledgeable.
It was a very different day, ma'am.
okay. All right. So we brought you out of your usual routine that you have in school. Perhaps period after period, you will be listening to different teachers. Perhaps today you had something off, but lectures would have been just like the lectures that you get from your teachers. But they were always interspersed with some small events for you to keep you out of the boredom. I hope you had a wonderful experience today with us at Nirmala College.
Yes, ma'am.
And from yeah, and from our end, we are very happy to have had you with us today, and to be spending time with very young and dynamic children. Because once you enter college, you also become very serious. So sometimes we miss that childlike qualities that we see in our students. Okay, they are very mature and composed, and sometimes they don't even open their mouths. But it's nice to have children like you, who are very spontaneous, very dynamic, actively taking part in all the events, and asking such a lot of questions after every lecture. So it was very nice. And what I would like to tell you is, anytime you can always ask your teachers, because with the existing condition today, the pandemic and COVID spreading, we are not able to invite schools to the colleges. So today we had only about 4 schools, 200 students were with us offline. And they visited our laboratories, they went around our campus, we showed them everything. But if you are interested in coming to our college, please do tell your teachers. Ask them to write to us or to speak to us, and we will fix a day for you. You can spend a day or a half with us. You can go around the departments if you're interested in physical sciences or biological sciences, or those of you who are interested in computer sciences and spatial sciences like geography, you can always come and see this. Now, immediately after we have a virtual tour of the laboratory. Okay, we'll be showing you all our 6 laboratories, all the instruments that we have. And of course, there is no explanation in the virtual laboratories. It's just to give you an idea what we really have in our labs and what is being done in the colleges by the students. Okay, so it was very nice, dear children, to have you with us today. And we had a wonderful time talking to all of you, listening to all your questions, and also seeing your active participation in the events. Okay, so similarly, from your response, I'm sure you had a wonderful time with us. And we are also asking for the feedbacks from your schools. So kindly send us your feedbacks about how this day was for all of you. All right? All right, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Now you just have a look at the virtual laboratory. If there are any questions you would like to ask us after the videos, you could always tell the person who is moderating the session. Okay. Thank you so much. Please wait for the virtual tour of the laboratories. We will start with each department. Just have a look.
Students, can you hear the music?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am. No,
Okay.
Our understanding of plant a vast range of activities and touches literally every aspect of human life. Plant sciences play a powerful role in increasing health, welfare, and happiness of humanity. Biological science was introduced as a paper that provided basic training for those who receive a career in some branches of science discipline. The botany department focuses on the extensive plant study ranging from the structure, growth, uses, and processes of plant life, evolution, development, aging, and decay. The department has a well-equipped laboratory with refined instruments such as incubators, centrifuges, UVR inspection, hot and cold, microprocessor-based centrifuge, centrifugal centrifuge, rotatory flask shaker, hot microtome, pulverizer, weight machines, and accessories. The department also has a agricultural lab and is well identified into biotechnology with activities such as dry biopharmaceutical, and other items, and gel documentation system, and for the undergraduate, postgraduate, and scholars to develop in field research and to study the basic life process of plants. The department also has and creative the department has organized international and national seminars medicinal plant exhibition, intercollegiate competition. Department of Botany, Nirmala College Friendly has organized a carnation club from which medicinal plants are currently employed in herbal cosmetics like hair oil, face pack, hair wash, and pharmaceuticals like herbal drink and mushroom cultivation, as well as alternative medicine. The plant kingdom includes many species using a diversity of phytochemicals and bioactive molecules. Medicinal plants have long been utilized in traditional medicine and worldwide conventional medicine. Despite the advancements reached in modern medicine and pharmaceutical industries, the growing interest in medicinal plants and their ability to offer economical uses is gaining more attention and plays a vital role in the greenery economy and their potential in curative medicine. The growing demand and interest in medicinal plants and their potential to increase greenery economics and lifestyle forces for increased investment on drug policy, safety research program, and innovative solution focusing on effectiveness of medicinal plants for preventing, curing, and treating of health-related problems in the society. From this collaboration club, the students learn the method of propagation, cultivation, and marketing economically important medicinal and ornamental plants. The students became potential entrepreneurs by learning the herbal preparations, mushroom cultivation, and hydroplate manufacturing for flourishing in future. Thank you.
மேம் சொல்லுங்க மேம். சவுண்ட் கிடையாது. யாருமே சவுண்ட் வைக்கலையே. எல்லாம் மியூட்ல தான் வச்சிருக்காங்க. சவுண்ட் வைக்கிறது வைக்காம இருந்தோம்னா சவுண்ட் இதுலயுமே ஓப்பன் ஆகலையே. ஆக்சுவலா அந்த மைக் எல்லாம் ஒர்க் ஆகாது. ஆக்சுவலி இது மைக் ஒர்க் ஆகாது. மைக் ஒர்க் ஆகாது.
ஏதாச்சும் ஒண்ணு வந்துட்டு நம்ம கட் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கும்.
அதுல ஷேர் பண்ண முடியாது வீடியோ இல்லையே. அதுல மீது கிடையாது. இது நம்ம அது வேணுமா இதுல ஸ்கிரீன்
இதுல ஸ்கிரீன் போயிட்டு
ஜியோகிராஃபி இருந்துச்சு. என்ன ப்ராப்ளமே ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் பண்ண முடியல. ஆடியோ டிவைஸ் ப்ராப்ளம். அது எப்படி கேக்குது? மொபைல் எப்படி கேக்குது? பேசாம நான் இது பண்ணிடலாம். மியூட் பண்ணிடலாம். ம். ஏங்க? சம்டைம்ஸ் என் வீடியோல உள்ள ஆடியோ வர மாட்டேங்குது.
பேசுற மியூட் மட்டும் ஆன்ல இருக்கு ஆடியோ வாய்ஸ்
இல்ல சம்டைம்ஸ் நம்ம மியூட் பண்ணிட்டு நம்ம யூடியூப்ல இருந்து போட்டோம்னாக்கா அந்த வாய்ஸ் நம்ம கேட்போம்ல, ஷேர் பண்ணா நம்ம கேட்கணும். அந்த மாதிரி தானே வீடியோல இருந்தா நம்ம கேட்கணும்.
நம்மளோட ஓன்
மேம் இப்போ வீடியோல மியூசிக் வரல இல்ல, அதுக்கு நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுங்க, ஷேர் வித் ஆடியோ வித் கேப் கொடுத்தீங்க.
நம்ம நார்மலா கூகுள் மீட்ல ஆடியோ அது மட்டும் ஆன் பண்ணிடணும். ஆன் பண்ணி வச்சுட்டு நம்ம ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணணும்.
கூகுள் மீட்டோட ஆடியோ ஆன் பண்ணி
நம்ம பேசுறோம்
ஆமா.
அதை மட்டும் ஆன் மட்டும் பண்ணிட்டு தான் நம்ம ப்ரெசென்ட்டே பண்ணணும்.
அப்ப
அதோட வாய்ஸ் வந்து எல்லாத்துக்கும் கேட்கும்.
அப்ப மியூசிக் கேட்குங்களா? இங்க ஏதோ அட்மிட் கேட்டுட்டு இருக்காங்க. பேக் போகாதீங்க. சரி என்ன You have not enabled the audio ன்னு போட்டிருக்காங்க. Audio discussion in the department is here. Audio disable பண்ணிருக்காங்க. என்ன போட்டு? Audio
Okay, thank you, students. Hope you might have enjoyed the virtual tour of all the laboratories of our college. So now, concluding, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. Now, I may call Miss Mrs. Uma Maheshwari, Head Assistant Professor and Head Department of Computer Science, to propose the vote of thanks.
Good evening to one and all gathered here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who have worked really hard
Ma'am,
to. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. Okay. Ma'am. Good evening to one and all gathered here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who have worked really hard to make this
ma'am, you are
event
not
possible.
audible, ma'am.
Now, ma'am. Now is it okay? Now is it okay, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Good evening to one and all gathered here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks and acknowledge the contribution of those who work really hard to make this event possible. On behalf of the college and the entire fraternity of Teaching Institute, I extend my sincere thanks to Almighty for making today's event a grand success. At the outset, I would like to thank our secretary, Reverend Sister Dr. Ruby Alangara Mary, for her constant support in all our activities. A special thanks to our respected principal, Reverend Sister Dr. M. Helen, for being the catalyst that stimulates us to do our best. My sincere gratitude to our Vice Principal, Reverend Sister Dr. Mary Fabiola, for her rock solid support and encouragement in all our endeavors. I would like to extend my deep sense of gratitude to Dean of Academics, Mrs. Valencia Kamal, Dean of Student Affairs, Dr. U. Mary, and IQAC Coordinator, Dr. Pauline Joseph, for their constant support and encouragement for bringing this event a grand success. I would like to mention my deep sense of appreciation to Dr. Carolyn De Rosario, Assistant Professor and Head of Botany Department, for her explanation on the topic novel technologies and their application in biotechnology. I would like to express my sincere thanks to Dr. Anbarasi, Assistant Professor of Chemistry Department, for being an excellent coverage on the topic Center of All Innovations. I like to thank Dr. Dhanalakshmi, Assistant Professor of Zoology Department, for enlightening us on the topic Biology for the Future of Mankind. I extend my thanks to Dr. Francina Shalini, Assistant Professor of Maths Department, for imparting knowledge in the intellectual way on the topic Smart Maths. I would like to thank Ms. C. Lakshmi, Assistant Professor of Geography Department, for her talk on the topic Geography as a Spatial Science. I thank Mrs. Nitya, Assistant Professor in IT Department, for her effective lecture on the topic Invention of Artificial Intelligence in New Era. The talk really enlightened youth mind and have shown them a new path towards modern technology. Today, we have we have got a lot of information which will truly help us in our life. I have no words to offer gratitude for the valuable lectures and their contribution today. They gave deep insight on the topic and revealed some interesting facts. I would I would like to thank all the event coordinator who have entertained us with the relevant to the respective field, and I also appreciate their effort for making the event very interesting. An event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels started rolling weeks ago. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very proactive and dedicated staff. I would like to thank all the staff representatives who have put forth their helping hand to make the event possible. Finally, I would like to thank our budding rockstars who made this event success with their impressive performance. I am gratified to all the audience for coming here and for their active participation in all the events, and your presence remains a pronounced treasure for us. All the best for all your future endeavors. Thank you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama Keshari, ma'am. Now, last but the least, thank you all students for your patience. And I hope all might have gained a few ideas about the different innovations in the field of science. And you are most welcome to our college at any time. Hope all had a good time today. Thank you once again to all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you, students.